Journal Weekly podcast, brought to you by Ornua, the home of Irish dairy.
Hello, this is Thomas Hubert, digital editor with the Irish Farmers Journal. I'm joined today by Joe Collingborn, who farms with his wife Ro, and Joe and Ro are in the UK. They farm in England, dairy farmers, and they're over in Dublin for a few days for the horse show. Can I first ask you maybe how you farm? What is your operation like in England and where you're located?
I'm located in North Wiltshire, which is on the M4, approximately halfway between London and Bristol. So I'm in the south of England, grass-growing area. I milk 100 cows, which my wife has very cleverly bred over the years, mixing Holsteins and Friesians to get the best of both worlds. And having been coming to Ireland for the last 20 years, started out socially coming hunting, and then more and more to look at Irish farming, I've learnt what the Irish can do with grass. And the reason I'm surviving at the moment on an extremely low milk price is the fact that I've copied your milk from grass system, put in paddocks, and fortunately the cows we've bred convert grass into milk, so we get at least 50% of our milk from grass, doing about 7,000 litres from just over a tonne of cake.
Ro, I'll turn to you now. We've mentioned the breeding. What is your herd like and how did you put it together?
Well, we've got a very old herd. It started off in 1910 with the first Friesians in the area. So I sort of started off with a very good base. And I've kept it as Friesian as long as we could. But then when the pin system came in, sort of the AI companies stopped proving the Friesian bulls. So at that stage we decided to breed our own Friesian bull out of a really good 10,000 litre 9th lactation cow who looked like a heifer. And we bred a super Friesian bull from there. And from that we got lots of excellence in VGs and they milked really well. So after that we did start breeding our own bulls more. And we started with a 50-50 Holstein Friesian mix, and we found that worked really, really well, and the results were very consistent because we've got such an old herd. And I was very careful to keep the cattle medium size because I knew we couldn't afford to have more cubicles, so they'd had to fit into the existing cubicles. And I never went for the highest milk. I always made sure we had good milk quality, good for udder attachment. That has worked very well. So we've got a Friesian type cattle now, but they're medium size and I think they're better really.
And you're still managing your own stock bulls and keeping it all a close herd.
Yeah, we use AI as well, but we've done very well. We're less than 2% inbred, so we've done quite well. We had a very good, excellent cow with very good milk quality, which she has always passed on to her offspring. And I bred that to a bull from the genus stud called McCormick, and he had 0.29% butterfat and 13.7 I think percent on fertility. And I was sort of really, really interested to see what milk quality we get from that. And so far all the heifers have been between 5 and 6% butterfat, and also they've all got in calf straight away really, really well. So the milk quality and the fertility genetics have come through.
Okay.
So I'm very pleased about that.
And Joe, you mentioned briefly at the start the milk price there. What are you getting at the moment for your milk, and how is that looking for you in the coming months? How are things with your co-op First Milk?
Well, I'm ashamed to admit we've had the lowest milk price ever, just below 14 pence a litre. There are signs things are changing in all the milk markets. The milk price is rising and ours will have to go up. It's very difficult that First Milk is the last remaining milk co-op in Britain. And as an Irish farmer who relocated to Scotland said to me, why is it co-ops work in other countries and they don't work in Britain? I still haven't got the answer to that yet. But with the range of prices across the whole spectrum in Britain at the moment, and even the published prices when you talk to the farmers individually, the B litres really pull them down. I think that I'm fortunate, having come to Ireland, see how they get milk from grass. I've copied what they've done, and that is allowing me to survive on these incredibly low milk prices. My one major concern is that this financial tightening in the agricultural dairy industry will mean that those young men who've been bold, borrowed and expanded are the ones most at risk, the ones we're most likely to lose, and the one that the industry needs most. I'm convinced that our indigenous liquid milk supply in Britain is going to prove inadequate, and there's going to be a tremendous opportunity for Irish dairy farmers to capitalise on this.
I just want to touch briefly on Brexit. You've written about this on your farmer rights column on farmersjournal.ie in the past few weeks. How are things at this stage? How are farmers looking towards the UK actually exiting in application of the referendum result?
I think during the run-up to Brexit, a considerable number of farmers voted for out, and many people voted for out who next day couldn't believe what had happened and hadn't realised the financial and political implications, the unrest it would cause. Things are settling down. Part of this may be on the part of the government trying to calm the situation by saying, oh, it's all okay. It will come right, but the transition period, no one knows how long that will last. My biggest fear is that I'm sure governments are hungry looking around the world for cheap subsidised food, and they may make a show of pretending to support British dairy farmers or British farmers, but I don't think they will when they can source cheap food from elsewhere. We're suddenly, I think we're standing a little bit naked at the moment, is one way of putting it.
Well, you've come over to Ireland for the horse show. What's the connection there?
I've always had a great interest in horses, and we've both hunted, and that was how we first made our friends over here. We met people from County Clare. We were helping at a horse show, and they were doing the hunt relay
In England.
And our team either used to win or they used to win. That was the County Clare team. So when we went over to Ireland, back again, and they all looked after us really well. We've made some very, very good friends there. And this time at the Dublin Horse Show, we're meeting up with our friends from County Cork this time.
Yeah.
Which we also met through hunting.
8 of them come over in February, and it was a hell of a hoolie.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the time in Dublin at the horse show and back home after that. All the best for the improvement in milk price, Joe, as you expect. I hope that happens. You can read all about Joe's farm at ifj.ie/Joe on the Farmers Journal website. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you very much.
The Irish Farmers Journal Weekly Podcast, brought to you by Ornua, the home of Irish dairy.